James and the Van. It was a frosty morning on the island of Sodor, and James was bringing a goods train from the Little Western. He was cold and tired, and wouldn't stop complaining. Why couldn't Duck or Oliver do this, he moaned. A splendid engine like me should be pulling coaches, not these troublesome trucks. Don't worry, James, said his fireman. We've nearly reached the yard now, so you can have a drink and a rest before your next train. Good, James replied. A nice long rest will make me feel much better. Soon they arrived back at the yard. James was still feeling rather upset, and as he stood in the yard, the icy wind swirled around his smokebox. Bother this cold weather, he shivered. Right, said his fireman. I'll jump down and uncouple the trucks. Then we can go and fetch the coaches. He walked over to the coupling and tried to uncouple it. But try as he might, it would not budge. "What's going on back there?" asked James. "I'm going to be late for my passengers." "There seems to be a problem with the coupling," said his fireman at last. "It looks like we're going to have to take the van with us." "What?" exclaimed James. "Pull my train and this horrible van too? No, I won't. What would the other engines think if they found out?" "Great," grumbled the van. "Now I'm stuck behind you for the rest of the day." "Now come on," soothed his fireman. "We must remember the passengers. We can't leave them standing out in the cold." "Fine," groaned James. "The sooner we take these passengers, the sooner I can get to the works and get my coupling fixed." James arrived at the platform, still cold and upset. As he watched the passengers begin to board the train, he was surprised to see that the passengers didn't take much notice of the van. That's good, he thought to himself. Maybe if the passengers don't notice, then maybe none of the other engines will. As James arrived at the station, he suddenly heard a familiar whistle. "Oh no," said James. "It's Gordon."
Hello, little James.
"What are you doing coupled to that van?" asked Gordon.
Oh, is that what passes as a special coach nowadays?
Gordon puffed away, still laughing. James tried to ignore him, and it wasn't long before the guard's whistle blew and they continued on their way. James soon arrived at Wellsworth Station. As the passengers began to board, he suddenly noticed the station master talking to someone with a large wooden box. "I'm sorry, but you can't bring this on the train," said the station master. "There isn't enough space. You'll need to wait for the mail train later tonight." "But I'm performing in an important concert," explained the passenger, "and I must get myself and my piano there on time." James listened carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him. "Excuse me," he called, "but you could try putting your piano into my van. I'm sure it would fit, and it would mean you could get to your concert on time." The passenger was delighted. "That's a wonderful idea, James," said the passenger. "What a clever engine you are." James felt rather pleased with himself. "This piano is heavy," moaned the van. "Why did we have to take it?" "Do stop your complaining," puffed James. All this fuss over one wooden box. The piano is loaded now, so it's almost time for us to get going, said James to the passenger. So the passenger hurried quickly to their carriage, and moments later the guard blew his whistle, and James knew it was time to leave. At the next station, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for James to arrive. He was surprised to see a goods van in front of his coaches. He was just about to ask him about it when the owner of the piano came over to see him. "This clever engine and his crew came to my rescue," he explained. "They helped me to transport my piano in time for my band's concert tonight. And James offered to help. You must be very proud of him."
Indeed I am, smiled Sir Topham Hatt. James, your quick thinking has helped a passenger in need, and you've once again proven yourself to be a really useful engine.
"Thank you, sir," puffed James proudly. "Hey, what about me?" cried the van. I had to carry the piano.
Sir Topham Hatt turned his attention to the van. I hear you helped one of my passengers today, he said. So I must thank you as well. You are a very useful van indeed, and you've even given me an idea. Perhaps we should consider adding vans to all our passenger trains in future.
I think that's a good idea, sir, said James. Getting stuck to a goods van wasn't such a bad thing after all.
The van was pleased, but a little embarrassed.
He wasn't used to getting praise like this and was looking forward
To his next passenger train.